This is the first Frankford Arsenal X-10 to leave their facility. In this video, I wanted to give you a quick update and talk about our plans for this press on the channel. Captain Goo here from UltimateReloader.com. Yes, this is the Frankford Arsenal X-10 press. This is Frankford Arsenal's 10-station progressive reloading press. It's going to be available summer 2022. Last fall, I gave you a preview when I was out at the Frankfurt Arsenal facility with Michael Lindsay, the principal engineer on this project, the guy that designed this press. And now I have the first X10 out in the field. You might recall it used to be called the FX10. That has been shortened to X10. And this press here, I just got it set up reloading 9mm. I wanted to walk you through how I got it mounted, give you a quick demo of reloading 9mm, and then talk about its inclusion in the progressive press shootout and other plans that we have. So I got the press. It had already been set up. I did not have packaging, and the first task that I had was to build a base plate for the Ultimate Reloader bench system for it. I got this diagram from Frankfurt Arsenal, which is essentially a blueprint that gives all of the dimensions. And for this press, when you take these side covers off, these smoked gray plastic covers, you'll see that there is a set of 5 holes through the frame, and you can either mount it directly to your bench, or if you're like me and you want to be able to move it around and have more flexibility, you're going to want a base plate or some other type of mounting solution. And what I decided would work best would be to cut a series of 5/16 by 18 studs down, basically from all thread. So it's a threaded stud. I drilled and tapped 5 holes per the print. This is in metrics, so I turned my DRO onto millimeters and was off and running. Drilled, countersunk, power tapped, cut my studs down on the Precision Matthews PM TL1660 lathe, screwed them into the base plate, and was able to just set the press right on. Everything fit absolutely perfect. I put some washers and nuts on the top of the studs, torqued it down, and then replaced the side covers. Believe it or not, I assembled this entire press without reading instructions. I was given a Word document of pre-release instructions. I did not even need them. It was that intuitive. When I went back to do the filming at Frankfurt Arsenal, I saw a caliber changeover, but Mike Lindsay was doing that. It wasn't me. Fast forward a number of months, I'm able to put this press together with no instructions. That's pretty awesome. So to review some of the features, it's got 10 stations. It's got cast iron construction. It's got built-in swaging. This is a huge plus if you're doing military brass, whether it be 9mm, 45 ACP, 223, 556, or 308. I've seen it all crimped, and this will handle all of those swaging scenarios. It includes the case feeder. It's really cool to see near production parts here. There's this cool lid up here, which not only keeps dust down, but it also keeps the noise down. And that is a key consideration when you've got all that brass circulating up there. It's got a number of advanced features. There's a low primer warning. There's the integrated light. This press has 10 stations, which gives you the flexibility to separate all of your operations, which is a huge plus if you're switching components like bullets. You go from a round nose to a hollow point. You've got a separate station for your seating and your crimping and so on and so forth. The press works really well. This is really smooth. It's got a continuous feed rotary priming system that works really well. The adjustments are really easy for priming depth and swaging depth. I deactivated swaging for this because I've got brand new brass, and then I increased my seating depth just a little bit. The way someone had set it up, it was a little shallow for the brass that I'm using here. Really easy to adjust that primer seating depth rod. So this is a fully featured press. Currently the pricing looks like it's going to be an MSRP of $11.99, somewhere in there for one pistol cartridge, and so the street price could be a little bit lower than that. So Again, I had this press set up in probably about an hour. Not bad without instructions. It's got all the features that I just described. Let me walk you through die station utilization really quick. Station number 1, we've got case feed. Number 2 can be sizing and depriming. Station number 3 is additional decapping if you've got a pullback on your primer. Station number 4 is swaging, 5 is priming, 6 is expansion, 7 is powder charge, 8 is reserved for powder check, which I'm going to add, 9 seating, and 10 crimping. Whew, that's a lot of stations, but I'll tell you, to have this kind of flexibility and to be able to set up your dies individually, well worth the additional cost to step up to a press with more stations. So this is my baseline 9mm Parabellum setup. Next, I'm going to add a magnetic powder check and a bullet feed, but I want to make sure that this baseline setup is good to go, running smooth. So this is about what I experienced last time with the press, but everything has been kind of massaged and engineered to the next level. They've been doing a lot of testing, obviously. Press has a lot of moving parts. Effort is real low. And as I get comfortable with the press, I'll increase my speed and then I'll increase features and complexity. One thing you'll notice, I noticed, is how quiet the case feed system is. The way they've designed it, especially with this lid that literally snaps shut. There's this little latch right here. It's also variable speed. So far, I'm really liking the way this press runs. So there's some cool stuff coming. The very next thing I'm going to do is going to go out and shoot my Canik TP9 SFX. Notice I just got the threaded barrel, which is awesome. I've got a Silencer Co. Osprey 45 here. I've also got my Glock 17 that has been customized, so I'm kind of working back and forth with the suppressor between the two. I've got some really cool new Caldwell steel targets set up there. Wait till you see this. There's a whole bunch of them on the hillside. You can kind of take different positions. You can shoot at different ranges. This is totally fun. Also, in terms of the FX10, I've been waiting to publish the Progressive Press Shootout. We've been actively working on this story. We're talking about pages and pages and pages of spreadsheet data. Facts, figures, specs, feeds, speeds, total cost of ownership, who it's for, who it's not for, pros and cons. This video and this article is going to have it all. And now that I have this press set up, it's going to be one of those centerpiece features in this story. Can't wait to share that with you all. Also, I've got more content here at Ultimate Reloader planned with the X-10 reloading press, and I'm going to be collaborating on some content with Frankford Arsenal as well, showcasing this awesome new 10-station press. Here's what I want to know is, what do you think? Are you waiting for an X-10? Do you have that money stashed away so that you can buy one this summer? If so, why are you going to go with the X-10? What do you plan to load on it, and what are you going to shoot it with? Give me all the details. Drop a comment and we'll start a discussion. That's all for this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also, make your voice heard. If you have something to say, please drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications because you're not going to want to miss the awesome content that is coming up. And finally, flex your reloading pride. You could look great in one of these t-shirts. We've got multiple designs at the Ultimate Reloader store. I'll see you later because I'm off to go shooting.